You're welcome to the part 2 of Mastering Your Mind program, the journey to wellness, productivity, and talent leadership. This is the DOTTTECC Wellness 7-Day Guide, which actually we have been exploring now. We're now on day 6. We have, all the previous days' assignments and exercises have been uploaded, and you can have access to them if you are registered for this program. You can be rest assured these are wellness boosters. This guide is designed to help you to experience improvement in key aspects of your well-being and ultimately lead to enhanced productivity and your talent development drive. And so I see you gradually, by the grace of God, and speedily ascending your throne and reigning for God. And so now let's move on to day 6. The day 6 program is focused, and what is new in day 6. Of course, the sleep hygiene reset is a recurrent daily one, but what is new is this emotional regulation. And the technique we want to apply is to pause, pray, respond method. Pause, pray. That is one method, but I will also add more techniques apart from the pause, pray, respond technique. When emotions arise, that is somebody, give you a negative stimulus, like maybe an insult, condescending look, or just does something that is likely to make you sad or unhappy. That's what we call emotion rise. Whatever is likely to provoke your emotion. You got to understand that the real proof of emotional intelligence is ability to maintain positive emotion like joy and happiness, even in the face of negative stimulus or stimuli or intimidation or harassment. The ability to maintain your joy. That is the real proof of emotional intelligence. Of course, the other part is ability to keep on responding positively to people positively without condescending to their style. That is another sign. And then also ability to make people happy all the time around you as much as possible within your means. But the real emotional regulation is ability to regulate your own emotion in respect of what is happening in the environment. So at that point in time, you are operating like a thermostat, not a thermometer. The environment is not dictating your joy. You are the one dictating in respect of what's happening in the environment. You are dictating the pace. That is a sign. That is a real proof of emotional intelligence. And that is what emotional regulation is all about. And your emotion is so key and most important because most of our actions as human beings are actually driven by emotion. That's the point. They're driven by emotions. And so even when somebody says something, it translates to either provoking positive emotion, negative emotion in you, because you interpret that particular stimulus of what the person is saying, or that message being sent to you, and then you will now respond emotionally by all means. That is the way it happens. So ability now to maintain positive emotion and also provoke positive emotion in others is what we call emotional intelligence. And those are signs. And these are the things that make for effective leadership and allows you, when you're able to maintain that atmosphere of making people happy, you are naturally going to attract more people towards you. And you need that team to be able to help you in your life goal and vision. And that is, in fact, the real proof of leadership is having followers, people you are able to influence to join you. That is for people leadership anyway. We also have product leadership. So that is the point. So you need this skill. Is so important that you just need, and for your whole well-being. In fact, our health as human beings is contingent on the level of positive emotion you can maintain per time. That's why the wisdom of God says, rejoice in the Lord always. The joy of the Lord is our strength. Strength connotes health. The joy of the Lord is our strength. Strength connotes health. Don't forget that. So the more joyful you are, the healthier you are. In fact, we have had testimonies of people getting healed because they're able to maintain joy. They don't go into depression. So that is why it is very important. In fact, the wisdom of God says, rejoice in the Lord always. It is an instruction, it's a commandment to help you, because the wisdom of God knows that you need this for your health, for prosperity. In fact, inspiration comes when you are joyful, not when you are sad. Your brain shut down when you are sad and depressed. You can't think straight again. But when you are joyful, it opens up the channels of your spirit and inspirations begin to come to you, and you begin to have ideas for witty inventions. and then even your area of talent, how to make the best of it. That is the way it works. That's why this is so important. And so apart from the pause, you can count down, you can pause to pray. Anybody provokes you under your breath, you just begin to pray or begin to count down or apply what Albert Ellis called rational emotive therapy. Just rationalize it, justify the person. Oh, maybe the person is having a challenge. Or maybe the person, he doesn't mean it. Or maybe he didn't hear you. Justify them. And that way it will take the force out, the wind out of the sail. What's that idiomatic expression? The force of that effect of that negative something will be taken away so that it won't provoke a negative emotion in you. That's the beauty of that rationalization. I believe so much in that therapy. It's a very powerful one, and I've been trying to apply that. I won't allow anybody to steal my joy. I've seen so many people misbehaving all around me and trying to rob my joy. So I just quickly justify it and explain it away and then move on with my life for my own good. Even somebody deliberately, even actually I'm the one I'm actually in the right and the person's in the wrong, I will still justify the person for my own sake and don't keep malice, because anytime you are keeping malice and unforgiveness, you are actually destroying yourself, not the person. And you are hindering yourself and cutting yourself from God. You won't be able to receive anything from God. And so you just have to learn to operate in these principles. So deliberately practice making people happy with your look, with your words. You don't give people condescending look and words. You say the right words and actions. You show love, you show kindness, you give to pass compliment. So things, and as you are sowing that seed, you're going to reap it 100-fold. And so that way you maintain a joyful atmosphere. Never allow anyone or anything to make you sad. Track this daily and record it in your logbook, as I shared in the first few days. So you have to keep logbook every day. I didn't remember to mention in the past, the 455, 345. But please remember, each day you have to record your activities and experience each day in line with the assignment or exercises you have been given. You need to keep a logbook. It's very important because you are going to submit that logbook at the end of this exercise so that we can track the changes we need to make and how to improve the therapy we are giving you. So that is the way it goes. And then secondly, of course, you also obey your sleep hygiene reset, the sleep and energy regulation, as we have been told. Turn off your screens 30 minutes before bed, take a warm shower, sleep at exactly the same time every night. And if you can, begin to pray quietly in the spirit in tongues, while we are lying in bed. And if you are not alone, you do it quietly. If you are alone, you can begin to blast it out. And so as you begin to do all this, I see you ascending your throne and imagine the next talented leaders of our generation. And God be glorified in your life by the mercies of God. I hope you are getting it. It's a new day for you and I. God bless.